your awareness to your breath. And as you settle yourself down on your mat, perhaps lift the hips up just a bit and slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. And roll your shoulders back and down and have your palms facing up. So you have a nice broadness across the front of your chest. And you can close your eyes and just follow your breath. Feel the breath as it travels from the base of your spine, all the way up through your body and up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, imagine leaving the air leaving your body from the crown of the head all the way down through the body and up the base of the spine. Think about that nice expansion and spreading, openness and space. And then with your exhalation, let your back body and the muscles in the back just release and let go. And with each inhalation, imagine that you inhale calmness and quiet. And with each exhalation, you exhale any tension or negative energy. And bring your palms to rest on your abdomen. And notice your hands as they rest on the belly. And draw the breath into your belly and let it rise up, like there's a little balloon in there that lifts the belly up into your palms, and then exhale. Inhale, draw the breath into the abdomen. And then exhale. And take a few more abdominal breaths. Careful not to push the belly into your hands, but just breathe the belly into your hands. And then bring your hands to your ribs. And with your inhalation, expand your ribs into your palms. And then exhale, let your ribs be guided back to the center with your hands. Inhale, draw the breath into the rib cage. And exhale. And then just think about breathing horizontally as you spread the ribs wide. And now bring your hands to rest at the center of your chest. And once again, bring your awareness to your hands. And just notice how your hands are resting at your chest. And with your inhalation, draw the breath into the center of your heart. And then exhale. And as you continue to breathe into your chest, visualize a deep emerald green, the Anahata chakra, the heart center, the heart energy center. And as we breathe in the qualities of the heart chakra of kindness, unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion. And we breathe those in for ourselves. And then exhale, you can exhale them to a friend or a loved one. Or you can just exhale them out into the universe. So breathe in the qualities of the Anahata chakra and exhale them out to the middle. And then release your arms down by your sides. And once again, turn the palms face up and roll your shoulders back and down. And gently gently squeeze the shoulder blades together, again, to create that nice lift and space across the front of your chest. And for pranayama, we'll practice Viloma breath. So you'll remember that this is the breath where we inhale in 3 distinct breaths with a pause at each breath. So we'll inhale 1/3 of our capacity and pause, and then the second third of the capacity and pause, and the final third of capacity and pause. And then as you exhale in 1 breath, and then pause at the bottom of the breath before you begin the inhale again. So just 1 minute while I let these other folks in. And we'll begin Viloma breath. So inhale 1/3 and pause. Inhale again and pause. And inhale the final amount and pause. And then exhale in 1 breath and pause at the bottom of the breath. And just as you begin to inhale, take a small breath in to the first third of your capacity and pause. And then the second third and pause. And the final third and pause. And then exhale the complete body, relax the back body, and pause at the bottom of the breath. So take a few more Viloma breaths. Now you can bring your breath back to its natural rhythm. And bring your arms by your sides if they're not there already. And extend your legs if they're bent. Let your breath come back to its natural pace. And then with your inhale, reach your arms up and take them all the way behind you. Reach through your fingertips, press through the heels. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you, press through the balls of your feet. And then bring your arms down by your sides. And finally, reach your arms up, stretch your arms behind you, press through the soles of your feet, and do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your arms up towards the ceiling, and open and close your hands. Tuck your thumbs underneath your fingers and make a loose fist and make some circles with your wrists. And then pause and go the other way. And pause, and then take your palms flat up to the ceiling, and then just wave your hands up and down to release the front and back of your wrists. And now bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers, reach your knuckles to the ceiling, relax your shoulders, and then turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Take your folded hands behind you, stretch your palms away, and again press through the soles of your feet. And then bring your folded hands up to the ceiling. Bend your elbows, bring your hands to your chest, and press your hands towards your feet. Bend your elbows in and reach your arms up. Release the interlace of your hands and wiggle your fingers. And with your palms facing one another, shrug your shoulders up off your mat and then place them down. Reach up and shrug your shoulders up and off and place them down. And one more time, reach your shoulders up and exhale, bring them down. And then hold on to opposite elbows. Take your arms behind you. And just take a moment or two to feel the length in your body. Notice what's touching the mat. Feel the openness in your ribs and underneath your arms. Maybe a little stretch in your triceps. And then with your exhale, bring your folded arms down and just above your ribs. Slide your arms to the left and gaze to the right. And then arms to the right and gaze to the left. Reach your arms up again. Refold the arms, take them behind you. And once again, scan your body. Maybe notice any place that's a little tense or tight, where you might be holding some tension. And as you exhale, breathe out the tension or any tightness. And then bring your folded arms up and let them hover above your ribs. And then take your arms to the right, gaze to the left. And then arms to the left and gaze to the right. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, take them all the way behind you. Bring your arms as close to your ears as you can and bring your ankles together, as if you're standing in Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing mountain pose. And then take your feet slightly wider than hip distance and bring your big toes together and point your toes. If you can bring your hands together, bring your hands together. And then release the feet, bring your arms down by your sides. And then just wiggle your toes, scrunch and spread. And point your right toe, flex the left. Point the left, flex the right. And switch, and switch. And now point both. Flex, point, and flex, and point, and flex. And then make some circles with your ankles. And go the other way. Bring your big toes together and sweep the pinky toes to the floor. Windshield wipe your feet. And then slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And bend your knees. And I'm just going to move my bolster. I finally got my blanket. I was kind of forced to. I had to, there was a fly out on the porch. I can't stand flies. Anyway, I killed the fly with my pink towel, so I had to take it and wash my towel. So I have my blanket. You may not see the pink towel again. Anyway, bring your feet flat to the floor. Lift your hips up and slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels, and then place your back down onto the mat. Walk your hands down towards your feet, and then press your feet into the floor. Press the lower back into the floor by doing a pelvic tilt. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. And press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release, and then draw your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. Hug your knees in towards your chest, and then let them fall away across the left ankle over the right. Make circles around your low back and sacrum. And now hug your thighs in towards your chest again. Rock in and out. And then hug your thighs in towards your chest and rock from side to side. Come back to the center, let the knees fall away, cross the right ankle over the left, make circles in the other direction. And bring your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And once again, keep the knees in at the chest and rock from side to side. And then take your feet apart. Hold on behind your thighs. Take your feet flat up to the ceiling with your thighs tucked in towards your chest and just rock in and out. And rock from side to side. And then point and flex your feet. And make some circles. And go the other way. And then press your legs up. And bring them in. And press your legs up. And bring them in. And press the legs up. And then take your arms up overhead. Take your legs wide. And we're going to do a crunch. So lift up. And then lower. Bring the legs together. Separate your legs and lift. And lower. Separate the legs. Lift up. And lower. A couple more. Separate the legs. Lift. And lower. Last one. Separate the legs. Lift up. And lower. And then bring your feet to the floor. And just rock your knees a little from side to side. Let your arms be relaxed. And then extend both legs. Reach your arms up. Take your legs over to the right side of your mat. Hold on to your left arm. Stretch through your left arm and your left heel for a stretch on the left side of your body. And then relax and walk back through. Take the legs to the left side of your mat. Hold on to your right wrist. Reach the right arm away. Press through your right heel. And then come back to the center. Bring your arms down by your sides. Bend your knees. And draw your left thigh in close to your chest. Rock it in and out. And then hug your thigh in towards your chest. Take your left hand out to a T. Take your right hand to the top of the left knee and draw your knee over towards your right shoulder. And then take your left hand and draw the left knee towards the left shoulder. And then just hold on to the top of the knee, make a few circles with your hip. And go the other way. Hug your thigh into your chest. And then reach your leg up. So if your knee is bent like this, lower your leg down just a little bit so that you can get the leg straight. If you keep the knee bent, it tends to keep the hamstrings short. So if you can get the leg straight, it helps to stretch the hamstrings. And sometimes it's because hips are tight that you're not able to get the hip flexor to flex the leg all the way up. So just moving it in and out, that's why we do a lot of this moving in and out to stretch the back of the leg in the front. So press your thigh into your hands and your hands into your thigh. Good. Bend your thigh in. Reach your leg up. And bend your thigh in. Rock in and out. And keep the bend in your knee. Walk your hands up towards your ankle or your shin and stretch the back of your leg. And then take your left ankle over the right knee and use your left hand to roll open your left hip. And then bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. Keep the knees hugged in. Take your knees a couple inches over to the right. For a stretch in the outer hamstring in the gluteus medius, which is the second largest muscle of the gluteum muscles. And then come back to the center, lower your right foot, cross the left leg all the way over, bring your knees in and rock them in and out. And lower your right foot to the floor, take your left hand out to a T, take your right hand to the outside of your left foot and draw the knees over to the right. Keep your shoulders on the mat and your gaze to the ceiling. Come back up to the center. Take your feet as wide as your mat, arms to a T, and just rock your knees a little side to side. And then bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Bring your right thigh in close to your chest and rock it in and out. And then keep it hugged in. Hold on to your right knee with the left hand and draw your right knee over towards the left shoulder. And then come back and take the right hand to the right knee and draw it to your right shoulder. And then hold on to the top of your right knee. Make some circles with your right hip. And pause and go the other way. And then hug your thigh into your chest, rock it in and out. Release or stretch the leg up. So straight arms and a straight leg. And then draw your thigh to your chest. And reach the leg up. And draw your thigh in. Keep the bend in the knee. Walk your hands up. Straighten the back of your leg. And now cross your right ankle over the left knee. Roll open the right hip with your right hand. And then bring both knees into your chest. Rock in and out. And then hug your knees in. Take them a couple inches over to the left. Come back to the middle. Lower the left foot, cross the right leg all the way over. Bring your knees in. And then lower the left foot, take your right arm out to a T, and use your left hand on the outside of the right knee to take your knees over to the left. Come back up to the center, take your feet as wide as your mat, and rock your knees from side to side. Let your knees go all the way over to the right. For a stretch, whoops, I just moused away here. For a stretch in the front of your left hip flexor. And then come back up to the center and take your knees over to the other side. Come back up to the center. Extend your legs, extend your arms, reach and stretch. And then bring your arms down by your sides and grab your belt. There we go. And just grab your belt and take your left foot up into the belt. And scoot the belt towards the end of your heel. Make sure your arms are straight. Again, if you have a bend in your knee, just lower the leg a little bit so that your arms are straight and your leg is straight. And then draw down on your heel to stretch the front of your ankle. Bring the belt to the big toe and little toe mounds. And then draw your foot down towards your toes down towards your face to stretch the back of your leg. So you should feel a stretch in your calf. And then come back to the middle of your foot. Take the belt into your left hand. And with your exhale, let the left leg go out to the left and the right leg go out to the right, or right knee out to the right. Come back up to the middle. Take the belt into your right hand and cross your right leg behind the left thigh and then take your leg over to the right. Come back up to the middle. Take your right foot into the belt, left leg comes down, scoot the belt down to the end of your heel, and then draw down on your heel to stretch the front of your ankle. Scoot the belt up to your big toe and little toe mounds, and then draw the toes down towards your face. Come back to the center of your foot. Take the belt into your right hand, left hand to your left hip. And with your exhale, exhale the right leg out to the right side, left knee to the left side. And then come back up to the middle. Take the belt into your left hand and cross the left knee behind the right thigh, and then take your leg to the left. Come back up to the middle, take both feet into the belt. Separate your feet about hip distance apart, spread your toes, and then press the edges of your feet into the edges of your belt. And then relax the legs, take your legs wide, and rock from side to side. Bring your feet down to the floor, extend both legs and arms, stretch your body, and then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides, roll to one side, and we'll sit up. I don't know what I did here, but all right, hold on everybody. Sorry, but I've just done something a little mistakenly here. All right. Up nice and tall. Close your eyes. And align your shoulders over your hips, your ears over your shoulders. And with your next exhalation, lower your chin towards your chest. And then bring your chin parallel to the floor. Turn your head to the left. Back to the middle and then turn right. Come back to the middle, turn your head left. Come back to the middle, turn your head right. Come back to the center and just once again lower your chin to your chest. And then come back up to the center. Take your arms to your sides. And just press your fingertips into the floor. And then release. Press the fingertips and release. And one more time, press your fingertips into the floor and release. Take both arms up. Turn your palms, exhale and release. Inhale, reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Turn your palms, exhale and release. Reach up with your left arm. Walk out to the right and stretch through the entire side of your body. And come back up and then reach up with your right arm. Walk out to the left. And then come all the way back up. Roll your shoulders. And reverse. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a ha. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Take your, reach across your body with the left arm. And then reach across with the right. And reach across and down with your left arm. And then across and down again. And come back to the center. Take your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Press into the floor to lengthen. Draw your navel in. Soften the lower back just a bit. And then exhale, ribs, chest, and shoulders. Keep your chin in line with your heart. And then come back to the center. Take your right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Press into the floor. Soften the lower back. Draw the navel in. And exhale, ribs, chest, and shoulders. Come back to the middle. Bring your hands to your knees. Round your back. Lift your chest. Round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. And lift your chest. And then take your legs out in front of you. And slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And then come to sit in Dandasana. So press gently through the balls of your feet. Lift your kneecaps up. Roll your shoulders down and back. Lift your chest. And bring your arms forward, hands forward to your shins. Press into your legs, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself back up, slide the heels again. And then hold on behind your knees and take your legs out wide. Roll the thigh flesh down towards the floor. So inside and down towards the floor. And then walk your hands forward. Spread your fingers wide. Lift up your chest. And then walk yourself back up. Turn towards your left leg and fold forward and then reach through your right arm. And then walk yourself back up. Turn towards your right leg. Fold forward and stretch through your left arm. And then walk yourself back up. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees drop out to the sides. If you can open up your feet like the pages of a book, you can do that. Helps to release the groin. And then bring your legs out in front. Extend your right leg and bring your left foot into your right thigh. Turn towards your bent knee. And then turn towards your straight leg. Come back to the middle. Reach your arms up. Lead with your heart and fold forward. And then walk yourself up. Extend your left leg, slide your heels, and then bring your right foot into the left thigh. Turn towards your bent knee. And then turn towards your straight leg. Come back to the middle, reach your arms up. Lift up Lead with your heart, hinge forward. And then walk yourself back up. Take your legs out in front of you, tap your knees, and take your belt. And take the belt, so bend both knees. Bring your hands in between the knees. And then take the belt around the bottom of your left foot. Lift your chest up, and then take your leg parallel to the floor. And keep your belly engaged. Lift up your left leg. Lift it straight. And then lower. And then take the belt around the bottom of your right foot. Roll your shoulders back. Lift up your chest. Keep your belly engaged. Bring the right leg to parallel. And then take the right leg up straight. And then lower down. Take the belt around both feet. So remember, this is the one where you might possibly roll back, so just make sure there's nothing behind you that you would hit your head on that would hurt. So take the belt around the bottoms of both feet. Lift your chest up. Engage your belly. Find the balancing spot between the sitting bones and sacrum, and then bring your shins parallel to the floor. You can stay right here if you want, or take the legs up. Good. And then bring the legs down. Extend your legs out in front of you. Reach your arms up, and then just come forward. And then walk yourself back up. And let's just come to hands and knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Round your back. And lift your chest. And round your back. And lift your chest. And then come to a neutral spine. And take your right arm and left leg up. And lower down. Take the left arm and right leg up. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. And left arm, right leg. And lower. And then once again, round your back, draw your navel up to your spine. And inhale, come forward. Bring your big toes together, separate your knees. Press your hips back for extended child's pose. Come up to table. Take your blocks. And step your left foot forward. Scoot the right leg back. Press into your blocks. Lift up your chest. Slide the hips back, straighten your leg. And then come forward. Press and lift. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to the center of your chest. And then with your exhale, bring the right elbow over the left thigh and twist. Come back to the center, bring your hands to your blocks. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot forward. Press and lift. Slide your hips back. And then come forward. Press and lift. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to the center of your chest. And with your exhale, take the left elbow over the right thigh and twist. Come back to the center. Bring your hands to your blocks. Curl the toes on your left foot. Come up to a high runner's lunge. Walk your blocks forward and step forward. Bring your hands onto your blocks. If your hands don't touch the floor, if your hands are on the floor, you can bring your hands to the floor. Bring the weight of your body onto the balls of your feet and bend and straighten your knees. And then keep your knees bent, keep your ribs at your thighs, and slowly press into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Bring your hands to the center of your chest and pause for a moment in Tadasana. So press your feet to the floor. Lift up your kneecaps. Descend the buttock flesh, lift the pubic bone. Reach your hands down towards the floor. And keep your gaze soft and focused in front of you. And now inhale your arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, and step your feet back for downward facing dog. Press into your hands, lengthen through your arms, lift your navel up, and press your thighs to the wall behind you. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward facing dog. Look forward to your hands, walk or step your feet forward for forward fold, and then inhale, come all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step your feet back for downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands, walk or step your feet forward to forward fold. And then inhale, reach up, bring your hands to your heart, pause in Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up, fold forward. Step your right foot back. Have your toes point out to the side of your mat. And then inhale, lift up for warrior one. Draw your right hip forward and the left hip back. Fold over your front thigh. Inhale and lift up. Fold over your front thigh. And then lift up. And one more time, fold forward. And lift up. Reach up with your arms. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and step forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step your left foot back. Toes point slightly out to the side of your mat. Inhale, up for warrior one. Bring your left hip forward, right hip back. Reach up and stretch. And then exhale, fold over the front thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift. Reach your arms up. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and step forward. And then come to the center of your mat. And take your blocks to the back corners of your mat. And then step your feet wide. And at this point, the blocks should be just about behind your heels. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your left toes out and turn your right toes in. Soften your knee. Turn your thigh, straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T and relax your shoulders. Reach back with your back hand. Extend your left knee over your left ankle. You can look out over the end of your fingertips. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. Keep your torso facing your screen. Bring your hand to the block behind your ankle. Roll your right shoulder open. And then reach up with your right arm. Or if you have a right shoulder problem, keep your hand at your hip. And then bring your arm next to your ear. Sweep the top arm down and around. Come back to warrior two. And then straighten your leg and reach up. Exhale and fold, or lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Reach back with your back hand. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. Turn your right toes out and your left toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh, straighten your leg. Lift your kneecaps up and reach your arms out. Relax your shoulders. Reach back with your back hand. Extend your right knee over the right ankle. Look out over the end of your fingertips. Bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. Bring your hand to your block behind your ankle. Roll the left shoulder open. Keep it here if you have a shoulder issue. Or take the arm up and then bring it next to your ear. Sweep the top arm down and around. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach your arms up. Exhale and fold. Up, fold. Lower. I did it on both sides. Straighten up and then lower and lift up and lower and one more. Lift the up and lower and then reach back with your back hand. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your feet. Turn your toes out to the corners of your mat. Take your arms out to goalposts. Bend your knees and bend to the left, center, and right, center, left, and right, left, right, left, right, one more, left, and right. And then bring your hands down to your thighs, press your feet into the floor, straighten your legs, heel toe or hop your feet together. And then come to the top of your mat and reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Step back, bring your knees down onto the mat. Bring your big toes together, separate your knees. Press yourself back to extended child's pose. And then slowly come up and roll onto your back. And as you do that, roll down, draw your knees in towards your chest. And rock them in and out a little. And then rock from side to side. Extend your legs and extend your arms and stretch to a pelvic tilt. And then bring your arms down by your sides and let your feet splay to the corners of your mat. You can prepare for Shavasana. Take the position that's most comfortable for you. let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And relax your legs. Let them be heavy. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. And let all the muscles of your torso just be heavy and release and let go. Release the muscles and the skin in your neck. Release the skin on your face. Release your scalp. Imagine that you're out for a long walk into nature. You're walking and you feel nature all around you. You find yourself walking into a beautiful green meadow, the greenest color that you like most. Visualize an extension of the green grass that extends to a nearby forest. You see the green grass, the green reflections of the sun on the meadow. You extend your look towards the forest, and you see leaves of all possible green tones. It's relaxing. The sun is reflecting in the green leaves of the trees, and a myriad of delicate shades of green are formed before your eyes, echoing each other, creating a green three-dimensional space. It's beautiful, it's peaceful, and it's calming. You breathe in the pure air, full of oxygen produced by the trees of the forest. You find yourself breathing a green, relaxing air. With each breath, you relax more and more. You listen to the sounds of nature, a sound passing between the leaves of the trees. It's very relaxing. You hear the sound of the wind in the leaves and relax more and more. You stop for a moment, observing the green meadow, the old centenary trees, and their beautiful leaves. You hear a sound. You hear it coming closer and closer. It's water. It's a canal that passes in front of you. You're aware of the rhythm of the flowing water. It's crystal clear, and it flows and flows over and over again. Observe the barges floating by in the canal. They soothe your soul as you imagine these are your worries your fears, and they're being carried away. Feel how you enter the river, but you don't swim. You immerse yourself in it and let your body float without making a movement. Let the river carry you in your imagination. Feel how the river modifies its flow and increases and decreases in intensity. Be still, although the rhythm of the river changes. Feel your breath and try to keep it stable. Even if your imagination drifts, come back to the breath, and again, try to keep the breath stable. Now you see a beach on the horizon, and you walk to get there. You follow the stream and its flow, and at a pace you get there. Visualize the small beach near the canal, the blue sea, the golden sand. You rest on the sand and enjoy its delightful energy, the warmth, the grains of sand penetrate your back, almost a little bit of a massage, relaxing you. You feel the accumulated heat and how it's spread on your back. It's a delicious sensation. The blue sea, the blue sky without clouds, the sound of the wind on the leaves and the trees. The sun strikes your arms and you feel warm. More and more, the sun warms your chest and your legs. Your legs sink heavier in the sand, relaxing you more and more. You hear the rhythmic and balanced sound of the waves that seem to rock in this calm blue sea under the precious blue sky. You hear the sound of the wind. You feel the canal waters becoming one with the sea, listening to its flow, its energy expanding and expanding. You become aware of your body and mind resting relaxed and more relaxed. Now slowly bring some movement into your body. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And then slowly roll to your right side and pause for a moment. And then gently press yourself up to come and sit in Sukhasana. And bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.